So I might just have to go to Ethiopia, man. I think that's what I got to do. Just got to go to the
Hey,
motherland and
hey,
yeah.
yeah.
And I,
Go ahead and take that 20 hour, and I go ahead, go ahead and and I, go ahead and take that 24 hour trip out there, man. Shit.
What defines my name? What defines my name? What defines my name? What defines my name? My name. What defines my name? What defines my name?
You recording? You live, baby?
yes, sir. I'm live, baby.
What up, man? What up?
That ain't nothing.
What up, cuz?
Hey, cuz I cannot call it, sir. We are finally here.
Finally here.
Finally here.
It ain't take too long though.
You know, didn't take long. The process and us basically talking about it was longer than actually setting it up. So,
That's a fact.
but we're here, and all I can say is this: we have a lot to talk about.
Man,
Goddamn.
we got too much to talk about, man. Listen, y'all. Shoot. Since you big cuz, man, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Let them know who you are. Let them know your background. Let them know, you know what I'm saying, how involved you are in the culture, the whole nine.
Where do I start? Since I'm such a prestigious person, individual. Yeah, my name is Marcus, Marcus Ash, Mr. Marcus. Don't be confused with the real Mr. Marcus, but shout out to the legend.
The legend. He's a legend, man. Mr. Marcus is a legend.
Shout out
man.
to the legend, man. But
If you could if you could knock off any of my dream joints back to back to back, you a legend.
hey man, and do it with a smile too. He did it. He did it with a smile and a professional manner. So shout out to Mr. Marcus. But yeah, I the culture for me, and we talking about black hip hop culture. They all intertwine because hip hop culture is black culture,
Facts.
and black culture is culture in general. I think we always talk about how the black culture leads the world. It's infiltrated in every country, and we've been doing a lot of discussions on. I don't want to say the decline of the culture, but where it's headed and who's controlling it, because it ain't us.
Nah.
And we've been having these discussions, including, our great cousin Michael Daniels. We'll see him at some point.
Facts.
But yeah, somebody's controlling the narrative and controlling what our culture looks like, and it's intentional. And I've been speaking out about it, and I've gotten my hand slapped a few times about speaking how I feel about our current state of the culture, and not just accepting that, hey, it's this way just because we can be free with our sexuality and with our gangstership, but not understanding who are the puppeteers that's masterfully manipulating us, and we're just being duped by it. So for me, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk with you about this and have this be recorded, and then possibly have other people chime in with us about not just the black culture and the current state and what's going on and how we can possibly shift it, which I think Kendrick Lamar is doing right now, to be honest with you. But
Man,
not just about
doing people dirty out here, man.
he's doing people dirty, but it's necessary, man. It's necessary. I'm sorry, it's necessary, and so I'll say that. But then also we talk about sports. Of course, we're sports advocates, and we talk about music, TV, television, life. We have a lot of things to talk about, but mainly I think a great focus is just the culture and where it could be and the potential it has, and understanding the devils that are behind it. There's devils behind it. It's devilish.
Yeah.
It's devilish.
Shit, man.
Anyways,
No.
Yeah.
Well stated, man. Well put. I would say, yeah, man, fashion, music, culture, sports, things that we like to talk about. But we're definitely gonna talk about the market. Definitely talking about jobs and or lack thereof, or how to create wealth for yourself, and we're just I think what we want to approach is just how it is to be a young black man in this country, right? Like you hear the negative, but we here to not only shine light on the negativity, we want to shine light on the positive things that we're doing, or the positive things that's out there, because we know what's negative out there. We know like what's against us, some of the fights that we have to go through, figuratively speaking. But we want to focus on the positive things too, man. Like we don't want you to come here and think it's like a CNN News or Fox News where where you only hearing bad things, or things that make you that'll ruin your mood or ruin your day. But with that being said, I go by T Daniels, official name Terrence Daniels, but I go by T.Dan or Danny T or YBG Danny, whatever you.
Hey man, wait, I gotta get in mind. I ain't got no nickname, man. I gotta be like YBG Mash or something. We gotta figure that out.
Shit,
I gotta.
Shit.
I got you on that. We gonna figure that out. I've been Mr. Marcus, and that doesn't work in all facilities. But go, my bad.
Nah, shit. Hey. Have them hit up the comments too, man. They can hit up the comments and shit, get some ideas or whatever. But I mean, this is just a pilot episode. We iron out the kinks. We just kind of want to see, what our format is going to be. You know what I mean? But we're not going to promise a episode every week, every other month. Like, no, what we doing is we're gonna get in front of this camera and we're just gonna work. And wherever it takes us, it takes us. But shoot, man, let's get into some talks real quick, man, just to show, what we about. So, Marcus, I gotta ask you, man, the Grammys. I was asleep last night. I saw you call me. You called me like at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
My girl looked at me. She was like, "Who the fuck calling you?" So I ain't know.
I should have put on my voice like, "Hey, daddy, where you at?" Should have did that.
But she keep it so gangster that she ain't even gonna fall for no shit. You know what I mean? But nah, you called me and you said something. I was half asleep, but you said something on the lines of, "I knew Kendrick won something." So you want to tell the people what the Grammys from your perspective?
Man, I'll say this: I felt like a proud brother. You know what I mean? With Kendrick. Sweeping the Grammys, winning best rap best rap song of the year, best rap performance of the year, best rap video of the year.
Jesus.
There's one more. He won 4, but he won the major ones.
Right.
And we talking about the culture, right? And what he's doing, and I don't think this is, obviously the song was directed towards Drake, Mr. Aubrey Graham. But I think he's shifting the culture back to the essence and back to loving the artwork, right? And that's what he spoke on when he won his Grammy.
Yeah.
Was, to the youngins, just love it. You know what I mean? Don't just do it because you can make money off of it.
Right.
And that's what hip hop has began. It's become a easily monetary gaining hobby, because a lot of it to these kids is just hobbies, man. They're not really going in there and really putting in the work. You know what I mean? It's going there saying a bunch of nothing, and honestly, that's how I felt. And we talk about we have both been Drake fans since the beginning, and he just took a direction of making rap easy or look easy and just everything sounding the same. And long story short, the Grammys, Kendrick took it away. Every time they played They Not Like Us, you hear the crowd screaming A minor.
So I did see something on that. When I did wake up and I went online and kind of try to catch up, right? So shout out to Kendrick for those 4 Grammys. But I saw shit. Speaking of the A minor line, I saw Taylor Swift getting into it. I saw Beyonce dancing to it.
Beyonce, yeah.
And them the two heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? Like they bigger than music. They bigger than life when it comes to that. So like seeing them rock out to that song, to a diss song, not even like it's so when people win Grammys, a lot of times they get cosigns, right? Like Jay-Z first Grammy came from Mariah Carey, right? J. Cole first Grammy came from 21 Savage. Young Thug first Grammy came from Childish Gambino. So to get a Grammy is hard, right? That's hard enough in itself. But to get a Grammy for a rap song, that's tough. But to get a Grammy for a rap diss song talking about what he's talking about in that song, golly, man. That's insane, bro.
It shows not only was a song a banger, because let's say he wasn't talking about anything, it just sounds dope. But it shows the creativity of a Kendrick Lamar to put something so egregious. You know, you put that stamp on somebody. You know what I mean? And
Sheesh.
I'm sorry, but since that song came out, you've seen Drake act in ways of a 4-year-old toddler, and he's just don't. It's showing who he is. I hate, you know what I mean, and he should have stuck with, in my opinion. We talk about where our favorite Drake albums are, and Views is my favorite. To me, Views was the last Drake album that sounded like Drake. Sounded like, you know, the diversity of his music, the content, the vulnerability. You know what I mean? He wasn't trying to be too tough. That was Scorpion was cool, but for me, top to bottom, Views was amazing. And
absolutely.
he diverted from that. And you know, now he's in Australia. Is that flight home, he's gonna be crying. He's gonna be like, dang, man. They not gonna like me when I touch down. The whole music academy is calling me a minor. So hey.
Yeah, and so what I saw was and this is kind of related. I mean, this is definitely related, right? Like, so the Grammy committee, or the people who vote for the Grammys, it used to be 8% black last year. Like as of last year, it was 8% black. I heard something on the Breakfast Club. They said it is now 40%. So you're going to start seeing more. I mean, 40% still isn't 50%, but it's better than 8, right? So now you're getting to see more fairness in the Grammys. After The Weeknd last year said, I'm not coming to the Grammys no more. You know what I mean? And you had Jay-Z rip the Grammys in half by saying, how did Beyonce got the most Grammys in the world, but she don't got a Grammy for her album? You know what I mean? So we did see her take home the country Grammy, if I'm not mistaken, this year. But yeah, like
and the Weeknd performed. The Weeknd performed too.
We can perform. So yeah. So I think they're trying to get more fair with the Grammys and add more credibility to it. Because how, like, it's black music is the trailblazers, and it has been for the last since I can remember. So how is it that we're not represented in, you know, the most prestige, quote unquote, right, most prestige award when it comes to music? So it's getting more fair. Well, I don't want to say more fair, but it's getting more like we're having more representation in those seats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Beyonce. Because man.
And honestly, I think this was the best. This is one of the better Grammys I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
You know, there was, I don't know, some of the newer artists like Teddy Swims, who was a dope artist.
He's killing, yeah.
Krugabin, they're a band. They're a three band. They are dope. I'll send you their information. They do a lot of collabs. They actually were on Jay Electronica's I think last and only album since that got suppressed. But they're dope. They kind of played throughout, like in between acts.
Yeah.
Just as like the stationary band, but they're amazing. But this Grammys, this was a good well, like, diverse, and I mean, but diversity in terms of sound, and it didn't pander to your point with it being 40% black in the academy. It just didn't pander to the black folks, or
Yeah.
it didn't do that. It didn't do it. They did it. They did it the right way, and I was glad that Kendrick picked up those Grammys respectfully, because that song deserved it. Forget the content, forget the narrative of it. He deserved it. That song deserved it. So, yeah, yep.
Shoot. Like, so shit. Let's show them our diversity. So what you think? Let's take it to the NBA, man. So it's two things I wanna cover on this, right? The first thing I want to ask you, right, is what's your opinion on the NBA? Like, what's your the climate of the NBA? What, like, when you hear NBA, what's the first few things that come to mind?
Wait until the playoffs. I remember there was a time where I used to. It was a thing to watch the NBA on a Saturday or Sunday morning or Saturday morning on TNT. No,
Yeah, that's Sunday, like Sunday early,
Sundays,
like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock game.
You know, it was a thing. It was like an event, right? And now I feel like the players are they're making a lot of money. Shout out to them making the money, but that to me sometimes, especially for the younger players, it's shoot, if I'm making 200, 300, 400 million a year,
Yeah.
and if I'm losing,
Yeah.
okay, you know what I mean. So I get that. Take care of your bread, take care of your money, take care of your family, get that chicken. Yeah. But it's just too many. There's too many threes. There's no structure, I feel like, in the NBA anymore. Though when I watch it from time to time, depending on the teams, I love OKC. That's probably my favorite all around team. I love OKC. I love Cleveland.
Yeah.
I like teams that are doing it the right way, and they've grown together, and you can see it. Those teams have been together for a while. But I will also say this: I'm not a hater. I still think the NBA is
A good product.
watchable.
You still think it's a good product?
Yeah, like I still think it's a good product. I'll bite my tongue because at first, obviously in the beginning of the year, it's just tough to watch the NBA in general, regardless of it is because they're just getting the kinks out. But I've been watching some of the games, and it's not bad. It's just I think what's happening is the way that they're marketing it. It just seems like there's a shift. They're not marketing it to. I don't know. It could be my disdain sometimes for ESPN and how they speak about the game. Where it's not even really speaking about the game of basketball anymore, the X's and O's part. It's more speaking about all the other bullshit around it.
Right.
But all in all, I still watch it. It's growing on me. In the beginning of the year, I was like, I'm not watching no NBA, man. This is trash. But it is growing on me because of the few teams that I enjoy to watch. It's just now with these trades. I don't know if we're gonna get into Luka and AD.
Yeah, we're gonna
and,
get
like,
into that. I just wanted to
that
see how
shit's
you.
crazy.
I just wanted to see how you felt
Yeah.
about the climate. To answer that, for me, it was always wait into the playoff. I mean, I don't want to say that, but we do wait into the playoffs now, right? Like ever since the OGs left, it's been waiting to the playoffs because now, and shout out to Kobe before he passed, rest in peace. He did say like they're playing accidental basketball, and now I can't unsee. I can't unsee it now. So what do you mean by that is they drive, kick, and all these 3-pointers I think is watering down the game. You got teams you got coaches saying, yo, y'all better shoot 50 3-pointers tonight. Like I know the Boston Celtics, their goal is to shoot or to average like 50 3-pointers attempts. And I'm like, bro, like that shit get whacked, right? Like we came up where, triple threat, use a screen, get to the rack, foul, and one, or get to the rack, boom on somebody's head, or get to the rack, finesse layup. Now it's just, I drive. Oh, somebody cut me off. I'm not trying to get around them. I'm not trying to do a 1-2 move. I'm gonna just kick it out to my teammate. He might be open. He gonna shoot a 3. You know what I mean? And that shit is. And I don't know a lot of these young cats no more. I gotta tune in. And I will say this: the reason why I don't know them, one is I'm not watching the game, but number two, I ain't been playing 2K because 2K been trash. So 2K used to keep me up on my players. You know what I mean? I'll see the name and then I'll go watch them live and be like, oh, okay, that's who that is. That's who that is. So 2K used to keep me up on my game. Madden used to keep me up on the players, but I'm not watching the NBA game as much, so I'm not knowing these players. You know what I mean? But
I remember there. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No. I'm saying I'm still going to watch it. I'm still a basketball fan.
Okay.
First, football second, but I'm still going to watch it. But it just ain't the same, man.
I remember there was a stat. I forgot who it was. I think it was Charlotte and another team. They missed 78 3-pointers. They missed 78 3-pointers. It's. So it's like, is it? People say Steph Curry changed the game, but did he change it for the better? You know,
everybody
I think
ain't
Steph Curry's a top, my opinion, a top 10 player of all time.
Yeah, I put him in the top 10.
I'm putting him in the top 10. And so, but you're right. Like people aren't like him, and he kind of raised this new era of shooters. And it's like, bro, you are 6'9". You don't have to. All you got is dunk or shoot. That's their attributes. It's the archetype for these players now. 6'9", 6'8", can dribble and dunk on you,
right,
or would want to shoot a 3. No back to the basket, no post move, no triple threat, none of that. It's just I can either dunk over you or shoot over you. Yep. But I don't know. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm interested to seeing where this Luka and AD trade goes.
Man.
I think part of me, it's like Lakers are looking long term because they can build around Luka. So they're looking at it from the standpoint. Now we got our second coming of LeBron in a sense.
Yeah. And
they can build around that. And then Dallas, if AD gets healthy. AD and Kyrie,
they can win now. You got 80.
I like that.
But you got 80. They starting lineup is insane. You got 80. You got Klay Thompson.
Oh, that's right.
They got Klay, right, bro. Who else is over there? Who's they 3?
Is Dinwiddie over there still?
Dinwiddie is still over there. Dinwiddie, he's a valuable player. I think is PJ Washington still over there. Then you got AD at the 4. Then you got Lively and Gaines that could play the 5.
Oh yeah.
So they lineup is insane, bro. Like they can.
Yeah.
That's a championship team.
Yeah.
Because you got Kyrie who won a ring, you got Klay who got a ring, and you got AD who got a ring. So you got veteran leadership. You got people who've been there before. You got Klay Thompson who played on one of the best, who played on the second best team of all time. You got AD who knows how to win now. Kyrie knows how to win. He's been to multiple finals and been to the finals with Dallas.
Yep.
So
yeah,
that team.
I like it. It's just KD, AD. He just got to play. You know what I mean? You got to get on the court. You can't a little calf bump. That shouldn't put you out 20 games, brother. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to figure that out. But yeah, NBA, it's still a great sport. I hate the fact that we're losing the college game. I love, like, college football is at an all-time popularity. The sport is great. There's more parity in the league.
Yeah.
Even though Ohio State was clearly the best team, I mean, there was a lot of teams that were great this year. And
they lost to Michigan.
Yeah, they did.
Shout out
to
Big M.
They do lose.
Shout out to Big Michigan.
They did lose to Michigan.
Shout out to the
And I don't want to talk about my Florida State boys this year.
Ooh,
we'll be back. We'll be back. But college football is at an all-time. College basketball, though, I just hate that it's just there's just not a level. I don't see any development in college basketball. I don't see. Once again, it's a lot of just cats that are going to the league, not wanting to be developed in college, and typically the teams that have been winning the chips are the ones that are the oldest. They have the most seniors and juniors, but they're not as skilled as the younger players that are in the league.
Right.
And then now you look at the younger players that are in the league, and they're not getting fully developed yet. So now you got this this gap of development between a 19 and 20-year-old who has all the skills jumping in the league, and they're expected to be a star right then and there, and then boom, they get paid in 5 years, and now their mental isn't developed. Where it used to be like, no, you have to. Not saying that these kids don't grind and these young men don't grind, but in the days of the Big East and the heydays where it was just these dudes will grind to get into the league, and now they're already 21, and there's even more development while they're in the league. Those days are long gone.
Yeah, you got to come out the gate.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, you got to come out the gate. My Duke boys is out here killing. Cooper Flag is.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got Cooper. He's ready to play now. He's ready to play the NBA now.
Yeah, yesterday,
he's ready. He's been ready.
Well, he was
He's
killing.
been ready to play.
He was killing on when he was Team USA. Like they had him on.
So
there.
yeah, the practice. He was killing He is.
He for real.
Yeah, he's something.
He for real. He hoop like he got.
He's something.
He hoop like he got some melanin in his skin.
Like, yeah, that's what it looked like. But that's not what it looked like. But that's what he hooped like.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it hooped like. So yeah, so as you can see, y'all, we speak about a plethora of different things, and it's seamless to us. We've been doing this for 30-some years.
Come on, dog.
We've been doing it for 30 years, dog. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about relationships.
We're gonna talk about the booty.
We're gonna talk about the kitty.
We're gonna talk about the kitty. Yeah. You gotta watch how you say booty, because booty is universal.
Oh, true. But shout out to that community too. Hey, you know what I mean? We're gonna give.
Hey.
We gonna shout out to them.
Shout out to the Afrobeat crew. We respect and we love y'all.
We respect y'all, man. But
love y'all.
I'll say, I've got some stories that I may divulge in. I may keep off camera. It might be on our Patreon if you want to pay for that, because there's a lot of stories to be told between my cousin and I, and
ton of stories.
We can't give y'all all the goods of it, but the life is crazy, man. I mean, shout out to Truce. My cousin is a brand new father.
Yeah, we in this room right now.
You know what I mean? So, and your boy over here is old and no kids.
Nah, you ain't old.
And,
you ain't old, nigga.
I'm getting there. Look at the gray.
Hey, shit, I got gray too.
Coming in. I got a few grays coming in, but hey, I feel good, and I'm at a point in my life where it's like, damn, I've had a lot of fun.
You still having fun.
I've had a lot of fun in life. Still having fun.
Yeah.
But damn, it would be nice to go to a nice trip to, I don't know, Costa Rica with a nice lady. You dig what I'm saying? It would be nice to have that at some point in my life. But as of now, hey, I'm having a good time.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
my boy out here playing the field. He doing his thing.
Well, hey, I can say this, man, for younger men, and I always say, or just in general, for men in general, when you find that one, keep it. It's not, being single is fun and all of that, but when you find that woman that through thick and thin will hold you down when you need a voice to speak to, that is imperative for a man's mental. And you can have all the women in the world, but when you want to actually have and get that female touch and that female perspective, somebody that knows you through thick and thin and through, it's nothing better than that.
Yeah. So. Somebody just got your back, and when somebody got your back, that just make you want to go harder and keeps you focused. And you start making decisions not only for yourself but for your household, and that's just how that goes. But shit, man.
So I might just have to go to Ethiopia, man. I think that's what I got to do. Just got to go to the motherland and yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and take that 20-hour. Go ahead, go ahead and go ahead and take that 24-hour trip out there, man.
Yeah, I might have to, bro.
Yeah, man.
I might have to, but
hey, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man, so y'all get information on when we dropping new episodes and all that shit. But we don't even got a name for this yet. We thinking about a couple names, but you know, like I said, it's just a pilot, man. Right now it's Marcus and Terrence talk, and we giving it to you live. Well, not live, but we give it to you pre-recorded and direct. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. Y'all can find me on Instagram, T.Daniels_YBG. It's the same for Twitter. Same for just find me on Instagram or Twitter, then you'll be able to find me elsewhere. But I ain't got no OnlyFans yet, so don't ask.
Well, you can find me.
Marcus,
you can find me on OnlyFans, Mr. Marcus II.
The second coming.
Pause.
The first coming. Come on, killer. He got the first one. Killer.
Man, you can find me. I only got really one handle. Is Musa Ash, Musa_Ash. That's for King Musa. If you don't know, definitely do your research on that man. The richest man, Mansa Musa, is the richest man on earth from Africa, from the country of Mali. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram, MUSA_ASHE. I'm still trying to figure out my little moniker, my nickname. Never really had one. So I'll figure that out. But yeah, find me on there. Don't look for me on Facebook. I don't have a Twitter. And yeah, so damn that.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, we love y'all. Hey, we love y'all, man. Holla at us.
What defines my name? What defines my name? What defines my name? What defines my name?